Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The Hurricane Watch Team is here with a update on the forecast for Southeast Texas, Houston, and the surrounding areas. Currently, these are the current temperatures over the past 6 hours across Southeast Texas. As you can see here, in areas of Houston, we were in the mid-40s this morning where it was raining and it was stormy. Cold front passed through, creating gusty winds of upwards of 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts. And of course, we have that cold air blowing right on in. I'm going to pause this and show y'all the current temperatures here in Houston and what we are looking at. So if I just pause this right here and we go right here, zoom this back in. So as you can see, I just need to do this full screen. Give me 1 second. So as you can see here, areas in spring, 48 degrees. Closer down towards the coast, we are seeing temperatures at about 50 degrees. Over towards Beaumont, we are seeing 40 degrees. You can see, again, spring is in the mid-40s. Really all relatively the same temperatures across all of Southeast Texas. Mid to upper 40s across all of Southeast Texas. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about forecasts and a little bit about what we're going to be seeing with rain and moisture. This is a little bit off topic, but over in West Texas, later tonight into tomorrow morning, we could be seeing some snow flurries. As much as 3 to 4 inches of snowfall could be falling there in West Texas, Alpine Texas, in that sense, which was something pretty cool. So, I do want to go back and take a look at some forecasts and what we have in terms of some more rain. So first off, I'm just going to turn off all of this and just take a look at the forecast for rain. So we're going to go to model and take a look at total precipitation. Not total precipitation, I'm talking about radar. Actually, we're just going to do, this is better, this more high resolution stuff, fun stuff here. Start to end, what we will do p-typed, because it is better to understand and see. Loop, we'll just do 24 hours. Give it a second, but for right now you can clearly see that cold front making its way obviously past Texas, past Lake Charles, into Baton Rouge, and now making its way into New Orleans. It's going to quickly continue to move east as that makes its way into Mississippi, Alabama, and then obviously going to get there into the panhandle of Florida. "24 hours, 48 hours. And again, feel free to comment any comments, questions, or concerns that you may have. We are here to answer all your questions. So you can clearly see rain all across mainly the southern portion of Texas. But again, there you can kind of see towards the end of the frames, we do start to see a little bit of snow development there near not too far away from San Antonio there. Computer was getting a little bit warm, it was making me nervous. But there you go, you can kind of see some of that snow and sleet developing there off in West Texas, there in the Big Bend area. And even some snow flurries wouldn't be surprising to see there in San Antonio, northwest of San Antonio really. The main area of San Antonio won't see the snow, but I mainly want to keep focused here in Southeast Texas. So really, it's just going to be cold, wet, and really it's going to be really wet and rainy. But we will be having a bit of a warm-up, and I'm going to talk about that next. And we're going to just do... We'll go to GFS high resolution. these are the temperatures. Why are they so tiny? Good Lord. So as you can see across the entire state, 40s. That is really tiny numbers. I'm going to have to do some editing with WSV3 because those numbers are too tiny for me to read. My eyes aren't that good. Good Lord. There's got to be... Built 2 2-meter temperatures. Parent temperature. Yeah, I'm trying to figure everything out here myself. I do 2-meter temperature and then I turn this off. Okay, so they're essentially the same thing. So I'll have to, and that is MSOP, that's air pressure. Okay. Parent temperature. Apparent, so that's what it feels like. That's what the actual temperatures are. Dew point, wind gusts. Okay. Ooh, this is going to be fun, not being able to hardly see a thing. Okay. Why is everything the same color? That bothers me. Everything is just one color. Don't we love technology, y'all? 3 hours. What's going on here? I don't like this. Okay, now, oh my God. We're just going to go over the next 36 hours and sort of talk about what's going on here. Does not like that at all. It's way too much going on at once. So what we're going to do here is I'm trying to get it just generally change slowly, but that's clearly not going to happen. We're just going to do one thing at a time. 6 hours, 9 hours. So this is, just watch, I just want to show y'all the time here to do something about this because it's, something is going on, wrong. Something is wrong. Every time I move forward, it just glitches out on me. So like that. And it shows you the temperatures, but the coloring is not correct. And I can do this. I don't know if that makes it any easier for y'all to see across all of Southeast Texas. Even if I zoom out, certainly see those temperatures, but they are certainly not big enough. But y'all can clearly see the temperatures we will be seeing warmer temperatures here as we get into a few days from now. Temperatures today will be getting into the mid to upper 50s. But as you can see across Southeast Texas, it is going to be very, very chilly. See, coldest temperatures being about 45 to 47 degrees. I mean, even here, really, and this is across a majority of Houston. Along the coast, along the coast, we're seeing much warmer temperatures, anywhere between 55 to 60 degrees, significantly warmer. However, as y'all can clearly see that by the 21st at 4 p.m., we do see temperatures getting into those mid to upper 60s, getting closer to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. We're definitely going to be having a warm up as this cold front moves away. We will definitely be seeing that warm up for sure. Now this is 5 days out from now, and so I really don't want to go get any further out from now. Although by the 22nd, it will be getting significantly warmer, and that is when we could see the 80s across Southeast Texas. So we're going to have a few days where it's cold, but it's going to gradually, and we will see those temperatures increase to about 80 degrees Fahrenheit across most of Southeast Texas. However, that midweek, it is going to be wet and rainy, and I do want to show y'all the rain. All right, so we are going to go to reflectivity. And we are going to do, I'm going to try, oh yeah, no, we got to do this. Turn this off, do this, and here we'll go out 5 days. So 120 hours, because anything really past that is just too much. So notice the date. Currently it is the 17th. This is the 18th and going to the 19th. So you can see that mid-level circulation, mid-level low, producing a lot of rain. But really into middle next week is when we're going to have a little bit more rain. Once this gets loading, it will all make much more sense. 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st. So you can certainly see more rain in that time period. So warming up, and we will have a lot more rain into the middle of next week. Really dealing with around the Thursday time period, we'll have some rain, which is Thursday. Let me just pull up hours. So next Thursday when we're going to also have a little bit more rain coming into that time period once this gets finished loading. But generally, not anything super duper crazy, just some scattered showers that we'll see into the middle to the end of next week, really the middle of next week, Wednesday and Thursday, where we'll have some more rain. But again, nothing really crazy. Temperatures are going to be warming up into the 80s by that point. It's going to be wet, and it's going to be a rainy middle of next week. So we got cool start. Temperatures across the board of Southeast Texas being into those 40s right now. Warming up into the mid-50s, I think. We may, in some areas, will reach 60, especially right along the immediate coastline. Galveston, Galveston Island, Boulevard Peninsula, and even Victoria, Texas, and Lake Jackson area could reach the 60-degree mark. So as of right now, these are the current temperatures across Southeast Texas. That temperature is changing and continuously warming up there. Especially in Galveston, we are reaching temperatures at only around 50 or so degrees. And we're going to continue to see those temperatures warm up nicely. Thinking of other things I need to talk about. So there's actually not a whole lot to talk about because the worst of the weather is moving off to the east, as you can see, making its way into Mississippi and Alabama now. Statewide for Texas, as you can see, temperatures warming up. You can see it was in the teens there in the extreme northern panhandle of Texas, 14 degrees there. As you can see throughout the rest of the state, temperatures are really just in the mid-40s, even as far as south as Houston, Texas. Got pretty chilly down there, even near Brownsville, getting into those mid-50s. But other than that, most of Texas was in the 40s today. Other areas earlier this morning were in the 30s, 20s, and even the teens. So I do want to talk a little bit about, now that we know it's going to be raining middle of next week, I want to talk a little bit about how much rain we could really see. Oh, no. Okay, so I'm going to turn this off. So those are the current temperatures right now. 40, mid to upper 40s, even in the 50s in some areas across Southeast Texas. Just trying to watch my computer, make sure it doesn't get too hot, which has been doing pretty good. Between 50 and 60 degrees. Anything above 70, 80, 90 degrees makes me nervous. This never happened to me before. Anyway, looking at modeling, I want to take a look at total precipitation. Okay? So I do want to take a look at total precipitation across Southeast Texas. So as you can see, even by this time period, we do see some rain, but you know, maybe up to half an inch, particularly across southwest Texas. This would be southwest Texas. Seeing more like 2 inches. That's Mexico, but going to give it some time to load and just sort of talk about what we could be seeing with the rain. Areas in, I guess, western Texas will really see a bit of snow, nothing super duper crazy. A majority of the heavy rain stays well to the west of us in San Antonio, and we are not expected to see a whole lot of rain, a little bit of rain over a longer period of time. So that's kind of what we're seeing. As you can kind of see by that time period, we are seeing a little bit of rain. Oh, I want to stop this. Stop. So as you can see, if we look across southeast Texas, not a whole lot of rain. I think the most areas in Houston, really southwest of Houston, they're going to see the most rain. The farther west you really are, southwest here, you are, the more rain you're going to see. Or extreme east. If you go all the way to Baton Rouge, you may see 2 inches, maybe even more than that. This bullseye up here could be seeing up to 2.5 inches of rain in some areas. But nevertheless, really, for Houston, maybe a quarter to half an inch of rain is all I'm expecting. So not a lot of rain, but it's going to be drizzly, it's going to be rainy, and it's just not going to be fun. So I'm going to look at around the next 5 to 7 days. So I'm going to look at around 168 hours. So just drizzly rain for right now is what we're looking in the next 5 days. Wait for it to load because this thing could take forever. So as you can see, the rain kind of just piles inland, and more heavier rain towards Victoria. More about of a significant amount of rain is going to be more noticeable closer towards Victoria, where they could see anywhere from 3/4 of an inch up to an inch. But again, it really remains the same for across all of southeast Texas, really. Houston, out towards Cypress, out there, Victoria, Galveston. So really, just so you have an idea of how much rain you could be seeing, that's what we're looking at. A quarter to half an inch of rain is what I'm expecting. Because I really don't expect there to be a lot of rain over the next 5 to 7 days. But there will be rain, and it will be warming up, as we could see those temperatures of upwards of 80 degrees by the middle of next week. Cool start today. Yeah, mid-40s, getting closer to 50 degrees towards the coast. I do think we could be reaching temperatures closer towards 55 to 60 degrees, much closer to 60 degrees, like much more higher chance of reaching 60 degrees as it gets closer towards the coast, like Galveston. You want to take a quick look at severe weather, just in case. Because right now, might not rain. So severe weather is possible in Panhandle of Florida, southern Georgia, and southwest, or get Alabama and Georgia confused, I don't know. Southern Alabama and southwest Georgia, because I'm like, that's not South Carolina. Way too big to be South Carolina. Southwest Georgia and southern Alabama, and the majority of the entire Panhandle of Florida could be seen as severe risk. But that severe risk has come down significantly, and we're not seeing a major severe risk. For day 2, maybe a marginal risk of severe weather in southern Florida. Day 3, thunderstorms in Florida. Day 4, nothing across the entire. This is 5% in Florida. Oh, this is probabilistic. Oh yeah, probabilistic. Because I was like, what's going on? Day 5. Just really nothing going on. Day 6. Okay. As of right now, the biggest threat for severe weather is going to be here in the Panhandle of Florida. have anything else I really need to talk about. That's really it. The wind speeds across. We do want to take a little look at the wind speeds here. Actually, I can do that. I can do wind gusts. Or no, I can do this and do wind. Boom. And I thought I turned it on. I don't do wind gusts because that's going to be easier to explain. Wind gusts. So winds gusting across really Texas are only in the 20s to 30s, closer to 40 miles an hour towards the coast. That's because we're getting this northerly strong wind, the Arctic air flowing into the southern United States, and we're getting that strong wind from the north, meaning those temperatures are going to feel much colder when you walk outside. Temperatures are going to feel much more like low 40s to upper 30s when you get that northerly wind from the north. Also the wind chill. So yeah, like I was saying, temperatures are going to feel like the low 40s because it's going to be so much colder. Heat index doesn't how that works. But yeah, that's what we're seeing with those winds gusting. You can see those wind gusts over the past. We were pretty high, getting up to 40. Looked like it almost got up to 50 miles an hour there. And yeah, I got up to 47 mile an hour wind gusts there on the island of Galveston. Other than that, really just pretty gusty across the entire state of Texas, flowing in from the north. 20 to 30 mile an hour winds seems to be about what we're seeing, and then as high as 30 to 40 miles an hour right along the immediate coastline. So that's what we got in terms of winds. And that's really going to be it for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. This has been your live weather update for Southeast Texas. I'm going to take you a look at the current temperatures across Southeast Texas. Current temperatures across Southeast Texas. And you can see there in the 40s there. 48 degrees in northern Houston. 48 degrees Galveston there around 50 degrees. 48 degrees there near Beaumont. You go farther up, even if you go farther up north, you're still seeing the 40s. Farther southwest here, you're seeing the temperatures closer to 50 to 60 degrees. But really, you're seeing about the same temperature across the entire state. 48 degrees across the entire state seems to be what we're seeing. Anywhere from 45 to 50 degrees seems to be about the average. Farther down here, again, we're seeing 50 to 60 degrees farther south. Farther out west, you can see here, super cold temperatures there between Fort Stockton, Van Horn, 37 degrees there in Alpine. We're very cold right through here the valley, and you get those strong winds moving in from the north, and then you're getting those colder temperatures. Any other comments, questions, or concerns y'all have that I can answer? And I am more than glad to answer your questions. I will also be open for chatting if you want to email me. We do have a question in Spanish. I'm going to have to copy. Can I copy it? I can't copy it. Well, someone's going to have to, because I won't have a lot of time to just be like, yeah, oh, okay. Interesting comment. So yeah, we did have some tornadoes yesterday. We did have I don't know what it was, but my best guess to what that tornado would be in West Dallas would be an EF0, which I think is 65 miles an hour and 85 miles per hour. which can certainly do some decent damage. I don't think that tornado wasn't rated EF1, but that's just my estimate. I'm gonna see what the National Weather Service says when they do their damage estimate on that tornado, but my best guess can be an EF0, 65 to 85 mile per hour tornado. Other than that, we did have some damaging winds through Texas today. Pretty intense. Hailstorm also. We got some pretty big hail cores creating that hail damage. So that's going to be it. Thank you guys for watching. This has been your live update on the weather. Yeah, I got it. Let me scroll down. That's it today, guys. Thank you all for watching. We will do hopefully another weather update sometime tomorrow. I'll probably do one tomorrow morning, because I do have work, but I have work later in the morning. I have to be there at 10. Yeah, I'm going to do an early morning update tomorrow. Oh well, it is what it is. Thank you guys for watching. That's it today, guys. Take care. As always, peace out.